Welcome back. Another example of my inner work, example 3 or 4. And this is related to kind of sadness and being put under pressure. And I believe many men watching right now and listening to that, they can relate to that. And it's connected to my girlfriend. You know, she was talking about characteristics in her ex-boyfriend that she liked, and you know what kind of characteristics he had. Where he was like a good guy in this way, you know. And I really felt this kind of sadness and like pressure. You know, and it's getting more and more subtle, you know, when you kind of don't allow that to happen. At some point you really react in a way that like, you know, and fuck this guy or whatever, you know, and go back to him or something. When you don't allow that to feel that, at some point you just burst with some stuff like that. But when it's really felt, when it comes up, you really can feel like, you know, there's some deep emotional wound here. Oof. And then you feel that, and I was not really going through that in the moment where that happens, because I was, you know, with her, and I was tuning in with that, but not kind of really fully. But when I came back, you know, when I was back home, I really sat down and I felt the importance. Okay, I know this is one of my main core wounds, you know, this fear of rejection, of like, you know, loss of love, so to speak. You know, tuned in with that, felt the importance of that my feelings are valid. You know, they're not kind of bullshit patterns, they're just annoying, but they're there to teach me something. I felt that, didn't do anything with that. Let it happen, Okay, no manipulation. Yeah, sometimes I'm thinking a lot, you know, thinking back about this situation, and like different thoughts arise, and they all pass, and okay. And then learning started to arise, you know. They're not evoked. I don't evoke those learnings in the sense of I don't try to extract them out of the situation, but when they come, they come. If they don't, they don't. It's all fine. And yeah, the learning really was that it's truly one of my deepest emotional wounds that I have, the fear of rejection and the fear of loss of love. And yeah, I was seeing that those are connected, and that wanting to be liked is such a great tendency and kind of inclination in myself as well. And by talking this out now, there's also really some deep healing. As we said before, some expression of that could be talking it out with a friend. So I don't quite recall whether I was talking it out in my head for myself, you know, loudly. But really tuning in with like, okay, what is this core wound? Okay, wanting to be liked by many people, not wanting to be rejected, fearing love, kind of everything that's connected with that, approval, attention, all that, and like a lot of memories come up with that, because this is what I feel is truly one of my deepest wounds. Okay, it's one of those situations where I'm faced with that, so let's look at that, and I see, like, you know, when I behave towards that in an adult way, so kind of seeing everything that there is without shunning away, running away. Okay, the healing will come naturally, and then the emotion passed. You know, once I really allowed that and said, okay, that's the way it is right now, but it will pass at some point, that's where it got away. And then the next time we met, I was talking it out with her, and it's also like great healing to talk about your own wounds, because for you it's kind of a big thing. But for other people who are not so involved in that, it's like, yeah, you know, everybody has that, you know. Nobody really likes, you know, when a partner talks about the ex-boyfriends or something like that. So it's not such a big deal. But for you, it's kind of a big deal. For me, it was like a big deal, because I thought I should not be feeling this way. And from this should not be feeling this way, all this pressure came. And this is also an example of my own inner work.